Lorcana. Let me share the links real quick. And we'll get rolling. We'll get the inks. And I'll get the link to Facebook and we'll get rolling. So the way this is going to work is there's 6 inks in Lorcana, as you guys can see, and unlike Pokemon, there's no energy, so the ink is literally what the characters are. Be like as if it was energy type Pokemon, or what type of Pokemon they are in Pokemon. Be the same concept. So this will actually be sorted. There is 6 different ones you can see: Amber, Amethyst, Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire, and Steel. We're going to randomize the 6 spots to see who gets which one, and it'll be based off of the character. And I'll explain them kind of what we're doing. I'll go through the first couple packs and explain kind of everything for anybody that's not familiar with Lorcana. So I think the only one that's probably super familiar with it is possibly Brian. I don't know if anybody actually plays it. We're definitely, the big hits are called Enchanteds. There's really only one per case, meaning we're not breaking a whole case. The chance of us getting one is not necessarily non-existent. I mean, it's a little bit more rare than what it would be. I wanted to give a different variety and try kind of mix in a not lower end, because they're all kind of the same. They all have chance of Enchanteds. We could get 3 Enchanteds for all we know. You get the 2 Enchanteds in one box. There's no like set standard like Pokemon seeded with hits. This is not. Not the break title. I need the break list. Put this down here a little bit, make it a little bit bigger. But anyways, we have the 3 boxes: Ursula's Return, Into the Inklings, and Rise of the Floodborn. I'll start with Ursula's Return. And we'll get rolling here. We'll get Cal. Good luck, Charm around here. Roll one of the 3 boxes. Each booster box is going to have 24 packs, 12 cards per pack. The way the packs work is, I believe it's the first 8 will be commons and uncommons, and the last 3 will be chances of the legendary super rares. It could still be just rares. My numbers might be a little bit off on that, but we'll go pack by pack, kind of how we do Pokemon. And I will keep it PG because I know people's kids are going to come back and watch this. I need to keep the Pokemon breaks a little bit more PG too, because I know people's kids watch those as well. There's just like little puzzle making cards. If anybody wants them, I can give them to you. If not, I'll just toss them. We have Augustin Madrigal, where you have the training grounds. So at the bottom right here, this symbol is a common symbol. And then we're going to get the Fates, Pascal, Louisa Madrigal. This is going to be the uncommon symbol. That's going to be Donald Duck, Hercules, Flounder. And then this is going to be the rare symbol, second to the right. This is the super rare symbol, and we won't have a legendary in this pack, but we will get a golden harp on a rare. But this is, Aurora is going to be a super rare. And that's where we are in the first pack. And each of the colors determines kind of what it is. Like purple is Amethyst. The blue is going to be Sapphire. Red is Ruby. Yellow is going to be Amber. We're going to have the Steel on the gray. And then Emerald is going to be green. So it's going to be the different, how it gets divided up on the inks. They're called inks. I was going to say, just so everybody knows, that's in the break. If you're unfamiliar with how Lorcana works, kind of a little explanation right there. Enchanteds, there's not going to be, there'll be legendaries, and normally like I think 4 per box, but I'm pretty much, so like I said, it's going to be common, 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 and it's going to be some uncommons, and then we're going to get to where it's going to get rare, and when it gets to rares is when I'll start to talk about them. We have Ariel's Grotto, Big King Undisputed. We're going to have Tong on the foil. And like I said, these kind of build like a puzzle. I think that's the bottom corner, top corner. I think it's like a 9 or whatever piece puzzle. There's 24 packs per booster box. We're going to have Under the Sea, Goofy, and then we're going to get Avalanche on the uncommon foil. Off the top of my head, because I haven't been playing too much lately, I'm not sure what cards are hot in each set for like certain decks. So you could have a card that I end up not sleeving that ends up being like a pretty good card playing We Have LaFoe. We're going to have Magic Broom, and we're going to have a Bell on the super rare foil. These end up normally being a couple bucks here, so... got Magic Broom. But really the price of a lot of the Lorcana cards, unless you get the Enchanteds or like some of the legendary foils, are really just... The Enchanteds are all like $40, 40 minimum. Some of them are over 100 bucks. But a lot of the cards just kind of depends on the playability of it. Very... Ravensburger, the maker, made it a very play-heavy game. So we're going to have Elsa, Golden Harp, and then we have Tuk Tuk on the foil. But there are people that try to build like the full foil sets and stuff. So there is people that are buying the cards all the time, just raw, to try to build master sets and whatnot. And we're going to have Imperial Proclamation, Mickey Mouse, and hey, Mickey Mouse is what a legendary is, so we got hey on the uncommon, and we have Mickey Mouse as a legendary. So I'm not sure what Mickey Mouse goes for, but it is legendary. I'll top load the legendaries. Like I said, they're normally worth a few bucks, all of them, so I think they're worth a 10-cent top loader. I'll have to look at the market more if we're going to actually run breaks of this. Brian Lovelace was just asking me kind of over and over again to run a Lorcana break, and Rob asked more than once, so figured why not. I have a ton of it here. If people like it, we can keep opening, and I can do cheap personal boxes. We got Flynn Rider, Bell, and then we have Bruno Madrigal on the foil. Pluto there to start us off on the pack. We're going to have John Silver, Gaston, Make the Potion on the foil. Gaston on the super rare. Namari, Creaky, and Dodge with a little Donald Duck throwing a ball. We have the Underworld. Gaston again, dig a little deeper. On the foil. I have Dang Who. I have the Queen, and then Aurora on the foil. Queen is a legendary. Ariel, Noi, and Camilla Magical. Everybody's having a good half to their week. So if anybody's looking to, we're going to have super rare, super rare on the Magic Broom. We don't talk about Bruno on the rare foil. We have Anna on the super rare as well. If anybody's looking for any of the Azurite of the Sea of the Azurite, Azurite of the Sea, probably can't remember what order it's in. If anyone's looking for the newest set that's coming out of Lorcana, any booster boxes, let me know. I can hook you up with a good price as well. Oh, we're going to have Snuggly Duckling, Hera, and then we have Rapunzel on the rare foil. The rare, the wall, we have Minnie Mouse on. We have Jack on the foil, Minnie Mouse on going to Amber, and that's going to be the super rare, and then Jock on the foil going to Emerald. Belle on the hit board is Amethyst, and you're going to have Amber for the Mickey Mouse, and the Queen is going to Sapphire. We're going to have Isabella Madrigal, Lumineer, and we're going to have Swing into Action on the foil. That's going to go to Amethyst. Mickey Mouse, Miracle Candle, then Mickey Mouse again going to Steel on the foil. Starting the pack off with Pluto. This always is a funny art, the Hercules catching some bread. We're going to have Field of Ice on the rare. Peter Pan, and then Prince Eric. Peter Pan is going to go to Amethyst. And Prince Eric on the uncommon will go to Amber. Hope everybody kind of understands after seeing it go through a couple times kind of how everything is set up. Cogsworth starting off this pack. Alright, we're going to have Alma Magical on the rare, the Muses, and then Aladdin on a common foil for Steel. So still, you'll see a lot of like decent defense stacks because Steel's really supposed to be like defensive, like tank deck. For 4 tank decks, we have Mystical Rose, Donald Duck on the legendary, and Belle on the uncommon foil. Donald Duck's going to go to Steel. Legendary, and then Belle on the foil for the uncommon. Going to Amethyst. We're going to have Raja, Hades on the legendary, and Ursula on the foil. Hades is going to go to Emerald. And Ursula on the foil for Amber. Tuk Tuk, and then we got Prince Philip and Minnie Mouse going to Amber. Little Brian Lovelace on the super rare foil. Prince Philip, have Ursula's Garden, and then Nessus on the foil. We have Philoctetes, Mrs. Potts, and then we're going to have the Training Grounds foil for the land, and that's going to be the end of the Ursula's Return box. Into the Inklings. That's becoming a little bit more popular, I was going to say. Not necessarily a fan favorite when it first released. My man Eeyore. It's gonna be the same setup. Every box set's been the same setup. Rafiki. We have Ursula and Dewey. Ursula on the legendary for Emerald. And Dewey on the foil. Don't think. I'll just throw these away because that's just instructions about the new location cards. Because location cards are introduced in this set. We have Cernabug, the Sheriff of Nottingham, and then Sir Hiss on the foil. It's going to Amber, Steel, and Emerald, Steel, and Ruby. Or not Ruby. Amber. We're going to have Bernard, Hades, and Grandma Tala. We're going to have Simba. We're going to have the Pridelands and Captain Hook on the foil. Captain Hook going to Ruby. Start off with Helga Sinclair. We're going to have Fang, the River City, Ursula, and Iago off going to Amethyst. Ba-boom. Let's see. We're going to have, and then along came Zeus, Lyle, Tiberius, Rourke, and the Queen's Castle for the rare land. think that character is from Atlantis. Not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken. We have Cusco's Palace, Maui's Fishhook, Robin Hood, and Kidda. For steel on the Kidda. Kaida. My man Razul. Let's see. Such a good Aladdin character. Friend Like Me, Wendy Darling, and Mickey Mouse on the legendary foil. Good old Mickey coming in hot. Gonna be for steel. That's gonna go to Ruben. Wendy Darling is a super rare. We're going to have Map of the Treasure Planet Captain Hook and Captain Hook's Rapier. I have Lucky, Bell's House, and Sumerian Talisman. We have John Silver, Jafar, and Zazu. Zazu on the Emerald, Jafar on the Legendary. Gonna go to Amethyst. We have Maui, Pluto, and we do get an enchanted Cusco's Palace going to Emerald. And that's going to go to Rob Gervin. Location. So this is the symbol for enchanted. We do get one on a location. So nice hit there. On Cusco's Palace. We have Aurelian Gyro Sensor, Genie, and Nyla. Genie's a super rare, going to Amethyst, and Nyla's for steel on the foil. Mickey Mouse, Billy Bones, Azu. We're going to have Heart of Tafiti, the Queen's Castle, and Kakamora. Those little coconuts going to go to Ruby. We're going to have Mufasa, Little John, and Captain Amelia. Little John on the super rare for steel. Captain Amelia is going to go to Sapphire. Not talking about the rapper Little John either. Minnie Mouse. And Peter Pan again, and Bernard on the amber. Robin Hood to start us off. The Boss is on a roll. Prince Eric and Dalmatian Puppy on the foil. This is kind of the set too where they had the 99 Dalmatian, kind of just an annoying deck to play against kind of thing. We have Alice. We have Tinkerbell and Helga Sinclair. Alice is going to be Amethyst, Tinkerbell is going to be Sapphire, and Helga's going to be Steel. Helga Sinclair, Jim Hawkins, and Ariel. Jim Hawkins and Ariel both going to Ruby. And Leona. Jim's saying Jim Hawkins is going to be a legendary, and Ariel's going to be a super rare foil. Razul starting us off, the big dog. We're going to have Baloo, Ariel, and the Sorcerer's Tower. Now, On Your Feet Now, Cursed Merfolk, and then Neverland. Three more packs and Into the Inkland. We're going to have Piglet, Grandma Talia, and Jim Hawkins. Jim Hawkins for Ruby. Grandma on the legendary. She also has an enchanted in this, I believe. Got Piglet. We're going to have Huey. Stratos Magic Broom. Heart of Atlantis, Helga Sinclair. Cursed Merfolk on the foil. Both of these going to Ruby that are getting sleeved up, or Ruby, I mean Emerald, that are getting sleeved up. And that's going to be Into the Inklands. So, Rise of the Floodborn, and if you ever see any first chapter that's not the very first release, they went with like this side tape BS, I guess. People complained about it, so just so you guys know, there was like side tape on it. That's kind of how they rolled for Floodborn. They didn't really seal it all the way around, which was goofy, but it is, I mean, it is what it is. We're going to have Perplexing Signposts, Lumineer, and Merlin on the foil. This has a lot of Beauty and the Beast. A lot of the Beauty and the Beast, Mulan, Alice, and one other thing. We have Mickey Mouse and Mouse Armor. There's also Strength of the Raging Fire. Mouse Armor is the foil. Mickey Mouse is going to be for Amber on the super rare. I have Snow White on the legendary, Scar on the legendary, and Felicia. I think that Scar is actually... I think people would build their deck around this card. Maybe not so much anymore, but I think he was one of the really expensive legendaries at one point in time. Nonetheless, we got Snow White for Amber and then Scar for Ruby. Also, Felicia was Ruby on the foil. Little John, Dr. Feliciler, Falling Down the Rabbit Hole. I butchered the hell out of his name. It's French, so. Facilier, I think is how you say his name. Facilier. Something like that. Dr. Facilier. Dr. Facilier, I think is how you actually say it. Only watched that movie like twice. We have Harem, Flavorsham, Siri Khan, and Cobra Bubbles. I have Weight Set, Sisu, and Basil. Basil on the foil for Sapphire, and then Sisu. They love this dragon, man. I was gonna say the legendary. I just want to know if people want me to run that mixer late. We got Pete, Mrs. Judson, and Card Soldiers. We have Cinderella, Peter Pan, Shadow, and Grumpy. Sorry about that. I want to put a message underneath the random mixer to see if people want to run it, because we probably won't be live till like 12:45. We have Lucifer, Namari, Hercules. Hercules on the foil. Namari is a legendary. So let's get that over there. Good old Bashful. Winnie the Pooh, World's Greatest Criminal Mind, and Duke Weaselton. Duke Weaselton. We have Basil, Grumpy, 0 to Hero, Dragon Gem, Cogsworth, and Nana. Nana for Amber, and Cogsworth is Sapphire. So I'm gonna go get more sleeves. We're going to have the Sorcerer's Spellbook, Fairy Godmother, and Nick Wilde. Foil Fairy Godmother on the Legendary. Tuk Tuk, Goofy, and Honest John. Have Namari, Cheshire Cat, and Happy. Happy is going to be Amber. We're going to have Emerald for Cheshire Cat on the Super Rare, and the Mari for Ruby. Judy Hopps there, Merlin, Gaston, and Hercules on the foil. Hero in Training. Grandpappy. Or we have Teeth and Ambitions, Grandpappy, and King Louie. I was going to say my man King Louie on the super rare foil. What a guy. We're going to have Mulan, the Huntsman, and Belle. About 7 more packs left. I have Radigan's Marvelous Trap, Isma, and Queen of Hearts on the foil. Queen of Hearts is going to Emerald. Isma is going to Amethyst. Noi, Madam Mim, and Benja on the foil. Bradigan, Lady Tremaine, and Grandpappy on the super rare for Grandpappy here. Get him in a little top loader action. Prince John, Madam Mim, and I'm Stuck. Winnie the Pooh. Prince Charming. We're going to have the Queen and Tigger. Tigger on the foil, the Queen on the super rare. Yeah, Sleepy's Flute, Dinner Bell, and Pinocchio. Chief Bogo, Beast on the super rare, and Donald Duck. Beast is a couple dollar card, I think. That's going to be the break. Let's do a quick recap of everything that's on the hit board. Not too bad. They get one enchanted, so honestly more enchanted than I thought we were going to get. I'm being 100% honest. So we're going to have either super rare foils, legendaries, or we're going to have legendary foils. So we have a super rare foil King Louis going to Amber. We're going to have Namari on the legendary going to Steel. Going to Amber, Snow White. Ursula on for Emerald, Hades for Emerald. Going to Sapphire, Grandpappy. Then we're going to have the legendary Jafar going to Amethyst. And the Queen going to Sapphire on the legendary, going to Ruby is Scar on the legendary, Mickey Mouse for Amber, legendary, Grandma Tala on the Sapphire for the legendary, Jim Hawkins, legendary Ruby. We're going to have Minnie Mouse on the super rare for Amber, super rare foil. We have Fairy Godmother on the legendary for Amethyst. We have Sisu on the legendary for Sapphire. We're going to have Belle on the super rare foil for Amethyst. We're gonna have Ariel on the Ruby foil. We're gonna have Donald Duck on and Mickey. We're gonna have Donald Duck on the legendary, and then Mickey Mouse on the legendary foil. And then for Sapphire, we have the for Emerald and Rob Gervin, we have Cusco's Palace on the Enchanted. Get the camera to focus on it. There we go. Cusco's Palace. Nice hit there. That is the break, guys. I appreciate y'all as always. You guys have a good night. Be safe. I'll see you guys back here in a little bit for the baseball random, as it seems like people want to run it. If not, I'll see you guys when I see you, if you're not going to be there. Hopefully tomorrow we fill some more stuff. I'm probably going to alternate between Pokemon and Lorcana, so I probably won't throw up another Lorcana break tomorrow. But if you do have any interest in the new set that's coming out and you need to get a pre-order in with somebody because you don't have a local shop or the local shop's expensive by you, please let me know and I'll hook you up with a good price or kind of pre-order. Don't have to open it on camera. I can send it to you shipped. Appreciate y'all. Have